and he's starting to do that. He's the vegan-ish strategist. Good. So you're not vegan, fine. We don't have to, think that you are. So Earthlings, here I am. I'm sat in Neville, the Vegan Information Project van. I'm waiting for the VIP ink for the photocopier. And I'm also waiting for, again, football. I always get the ink just before the football. This is only my second game since I turned 61, so we're looking forward to it. That my first game, I did rather well, so I'm hoping to do rather well again. So that'll be good. Now, vegan-ish. A lot's been said about Tobias Leenart and his t-shirt, vegan-ish t-shirt, caused a bit of a stir. I actually welcome the fact that he's put that out, because we no longer need to regard him as a vegan. I think all the evidence is that he isn't. And in terms of veganism as a philosophy, he actually mocks that. He argues that veganism is a diet, which it isn't. And his entire shtick is about making the entry into the vegan club easier. And he says that if we want to prevent ourselves always having a very small club, then we need to make the entry fee, as it were, cheaper. And his solution to that is to redefine veganism as vegetarian, and also allow for the eating of other animals now and again, in a kind of tactical sense, or if you've got a family tradition, that kind of stuff. So essentially what Leenart wants is a big club of non-vegans called vegans. Now there's a puzzle here. There's a name for non-vegans, and let's be charitable and call his position vegetarian. So I've never known why he's not been happy to call himself the vegetarian tactician or something, because his position is essentially anti-vegan. He's argued against veganism for so long, mocked vegans, calls consistent vegans purists and extremists, and it's just a silly notion. Now he argues that he's going to get to veganism quicker than we are, and also that his position is complementary to vegan campaigning. Well, we could have an interesting conversation about that. I did a debate with him a few years ago, and I said that there's a lot in his stuff that I agree with. My fundamental disagreement is that this less than vegan position and the work that is involved in it, he wants the vegans to do that. And they go around in this group called CEVA, Centre for Effective Vegan Advocacy. Presumably they're going to rename that the Centre for Effective Vegan-ish Advocacy. And he's going to start calling himself the Vegan-ish Strategist, hopefully. So once that's done, that will clarify the situation much better, because it will lead to less confusion, and that hopefully he will now be happy to not call his non-vegan position a vegan one, even if he thinks that it's going to get to veganism faster. At the moment it's not a vegan position. Let's hope that he's right. Let's hope that we're all getting there. It's weird though, this idea of the club. It's almost like saying, okay, you've got a club of mathematicians, and so you're going to lower the entry cost by getting them to answer a question, what is 2 + 2? If you can answer that, you're in the club. What you've got then is a large club of pretty shitty mathematicians. And then here's the thing. What then is going to motivate them to become good mathematicians? If they've been told that they're in the club, that's what they are now, what is going to motivate them to improve in terms of being a good mathematician. So obviously with the vegan analogy, what if you get told, one of Leenart's phrases is someone who eats fishes or cookies with eggs in it is still a vegan as far as he's concerned. Now, if you've got a club full of people who eat other animals and animal products, and they call themselves vegan and they're known as vegans, what's to say that they're not just going to stick at that or even slide, away from real veganism, if you like? There's no suggestion, there's no kind of, proof, if you like, that they're going to move upwards towards veganism from that point of being shitty vegans. I just don't understand the logic. Basically, what he's saying is he wants a big club of vegetarians, and then he thinks that then after that you can talk to them about veganism. Well, that's fair enough. I'd be okay with that. The one thing I don't like is the notion that you're calling all this vegetarian stuff veganism when it's not, and you're saying that someone who deliberately takes part in the rights violations of eating other animals are vegans. Well, vegans don't do that. Vegans don't take part in rights violations against other animals. So, to call that less than vegan position veganism is wrong. It's not tactical and smart. Effectively, it's a vegetarian position, and for some reason, he's not happy with that. And I don't really know why, because, there are more vegetarians than vegans. I mean, I suspect it's because he realizes that the vegans are the activists of the movement, and I also think it's because, to spread this position and to get his wages, he needs to go to conferences and stuff like that. And of course, all the conferences now tend to be vegan orientated rather than vegetarian. So that could be the issue. But if he was kind of honest about his position of being vegetarian, it might bar him or make it more difficult for him to go to the vegan conferences, and the veg fests and stuff. Although, again, ironically, there's all that kind of name confusion anyway. But that could be it. I just wish he'd be happy to call a spade and call his vegetarian position, or less than, what it is: not vegan. And he's starting to do that. He's the vegan-ish strategist. Good. So you're not vegan, fine. We don't have to, think that you are. Great. Well done. Okay, folks. See you again next time. Thanks, Tobias, for not being vegan and admitting it. Bye for now.